Hello, hello, and welcome back to GameBeta Displays Disco Elysium, and we are on a hardcore playthrough, and this is the second episode. So we just met this dude, can't remember his name, Kim Kitsuragi. He's just joined our party. He is a inspector, maybe a lieutenant, sergeant, I'm not sure, but anyway, he yeah, he's just joined us, and we figured out that we actually had a dead body hanging from a tree that's been there for 7 days that apparently I was meant to pull down. Obviously I had no recollection of it, but yeah, so just going to pick up where we left off, really. We've really had a good time in the last episode, really good. I really am enjoying this game, and I hope you guys are too.
Hello, sweetie.
So this is Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife. Hello, sweetie. The elderly woman turns to you with a smile. Who's sweetie?
Why? You are, officer.
I'm no sweetie, look at me.
You are a handsome man, officer, with your moustache and your chiseled jaw, and that silly dimple on your chin.
Dimple or not, I'm a bitter man. The years have taken their toll.
Take heart, officer. You're still a man in your prime. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained, I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up smiling. Esprit de corps. This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot. You seem to be in a chair. Okay. Well... I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am, or what I'm doing, or anything. Her eyes follow your movements with some concern. Yes, officer, you look rather dazed, like a stunned fox, but surely things can't be that bad. Suggestion. Medium success. She won't judge you no matter what you say. I drank so hard I forgot. Literally, I drank so hard I forgot. Literally everything. Oh my, it takes a moment to process. You know where we are, right? A war zone at the edge of the world. Well, I know where I am. The whirling in the Rags Cafeteria. It was on my keys. That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags Cafeteria located? The edge of civilization. She flashes you a worried look. We're in the city of Ravachol. Ravachol? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Ravachol. What kind of place is this? Her great eyes widen. How would I even begin to tell you? Ravachol, I'm going to have to look up how you pronounce that. For now I'm going to call it Ravachol. Ravachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Ravachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost. Speaking of history, you know what year it is? Yes? Actually, I don't. It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am. Yeah, let's go for that one. There. The year is 51, and spring has only just started. I'm sure there are better days ahead. Okay, so like I said in episode 1, if you haven't seen that, I don't know anything about this game, so this is a... this is new to me, so obviously I didn't know this was set in the future. But 2051 I'm guessing, or it could be 2151, who knows. Probably 2051 though. Kim Kitsuragi, the lieutenant studies you rubbing his chin. Yeah, I've not made a good impression on this guy, I tell you. Speed core, easy success. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind, we're in this now. Shivers. So that's a medium success. Outside, the melting snow seeps into the cracks in the walls and the cobbled streets all the way down into the sewers. Above ground, the first May bells blossom. You can feel it, a great cold. Then the shiver passes. Lena, the cryptologist's wife. Cryptozoologist's wife. Wow, that's a mouthful. I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Cop. We're living under the cop regime. Yeah, that'll do. Actually, she raises her finger, we are not. You could say that about almost any other nation, but not Ravrakol. Try one more time, officer. What mode of government? I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Oh sweetie, she smiles, a sad smile. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct. Ravakol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat. I cannot pronounce that word. If there's no government, how come there are cops? Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself, there aren't any cops in Ravakol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone. She's scared now. She's realised you really are brain damaged. So how did I do? You didn't do too well, dear. It looks like you're having troubles remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality in a word. It's very odd. Kim Kitsuragi, aside, the lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook. Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife. But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what this world needs. And, while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much. Volition. She means this sincerely. Worrying won't do you any good. What is this revolution? A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new. Something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago. What does this have to do with there not being any cops? It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better. Who could tell me more? Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask. She returns to the lieutenant. Oh, she turns to the lieutenant, sorry. Kim Kitsuragi. No. He looks away. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective. Task gained. Get a reality lowdown. Of course, she turns to you. Then I don't know. Someone rich maybe. Wealthy people are educated, though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez. How'd you like to roll with me? Her eyes light up. Whatever do you mean? I want you to be my wheelchair partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers. Roll us some cigarettes. I'm jonesing for a smoke. Okay. Sequence killers, oh my, she sounds impressed, but I think you already have a partner, sweetie. A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree. I know, but there are also side mysteries, sequence killers and forays into the paranatural. Kim Kitsuragi, I can assure you with absolute certainty there are no sequence killings taking place in Matinee. Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. She turns to you. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie. Why, 3 heads are better than 2. Thank you, but she looks out of the window wistfully. Martinez isn't the most wheelchair accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Okay. I've got to get going now. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case. She gives you a small wave. Alright. So... journal. What's in our journal? Let's remember. So, Monday. Get a reality lowdown. You have no idea where you are. Lena encouraged you to ask others to explain the world to you in greater detail. Perhaps try a rich person. Rich people are educated. So I need to inspect the victim's body, interview the cafeteria manager, report my missing badge, sing a karaoke, find smokes and smoke them. So a lot of odd jobs there to do. Experience points 5 of 100. Wow, I've got to get 5. I've only got 5 experience points. Wow, that's right. So, well, let's speak to this guy. Actually, let's speak to let's speak to old Kim. I want to talk about you. Me? Yes, you. I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. We'll work better together if we have more rapport. That's a fair point. Alright, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know? You're wearing glasses. Do you ever talk with yourself? You know, when you're thinking... Oh, sorry, what do you mean? You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain? I have no idea what you're talking about. So, how do you, you know, tap the side of your head? So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings or anything? I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook. The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. That's where his conversations with himself take place. Electrochemistry. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special. Wearing glasses. Tell me a secret about yourself. The lieutenant narrows a single eyebrow. No. Ask again. Kim Kitsuragi. Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. The eyebrow is exercising psionic control over you. What's happening to me? Something the matter, detective? Authority. This guy's got authority off the charts. With just a flick of his eyebrow, he's able to make you his thrall. So what can I do about it? Nothing? You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. There's a lot of it. Silently scream for help. If the lieutenant were an evil man, who knows what sort of havoc he could wreak. Fortunately, he is a committed officer to the RCM. He'll only use his powers for the good of the investigation. The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow and you seem to regain control of yourself. You don't look like other people around here. That's because I'm half Seolite or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul, so was my grandmother. But from my mother's side, he shakes his head, it's not an interesting topic. What is Seoul? It's a part of the world. Officer, a geopolitical entity, and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting. You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know more about Seoul. You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. He seems almost proud of these things. I'm a regular Ravicolier. He's glad to have shut down your question. You're wearing glasses. That's correct. That makes him a binoclard, completely uncop material, if you say so yourself. I didn't know they let binoclards become cops. The lieutenant's face turns a ruddy shade. I can assure you, detective, that I've passed all the required physical exams within the last year. Can you say the same? Physical instrument. You may not remember taking any little tests, but you're strong as a goddamn ox. Anyone can see that. Flex your bicep. Check it. I was made to crack skulls and solve cases. Yeah, I'll do that one. Just because your precinct has a reputation for cracking skulls doesn't mean that's the only way to solve a case. Was there anything else? That's all for now. Good, let's change the subject. Tell me about the case. What do you want to know? Literally anything. I can't remember anything. I can't remember a single thing about it. Yeah, that sounds good. Maybe you could tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a little bit. I know literally nothing about it, only what you told me before. Do you want me to brief you? Brief, yes, that sounds good. 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labour dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. Wait, does the briefing say who the victim was? A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find the truth. Who was the caller? To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. Why hide themselves? There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. Hold on, and the RCM is... Yeah, hold on. And the RCM is... That's us, the Radical Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city. Let me just make this perfectly clear. Our job here is to find the killer. Secret task complete. Ask him to tell you about the case. Gained 15 experience. Oh, cool. And an achievement. Yay! Cool, cool. Okay. Kim Kitsuragi, that's right. Can we go over the preliminary info again? Would you say this is a mysterious case? Oh no, I've done this bit, sorry. There's no reason to wing anything. If you didn't get the brief, that's okay, I did. I'm not going to click or through this again, I clicked the wrong button. Would you say this is a mysterious case? Kim Kitsuragi, the lieutenant considers your question a moment before answering. No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. Why not? The lieutenant shrugs. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labour dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. I was thinking something otherworldly might be involved. You know, something supernatural. I can assure you nothing like that will happen. Do you know why not? Are you sure? I think something is already happening. No, something isn't happening because it's not part of, he makes a precise hand gesture, reality. There's something the lieutenant isn't seeing. The universe is too irrational, too morally complex. You should convince him. If we are from different precincts, why are we on the same case? I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a... He considers the phrasing. A pissing competition. His disdain is clear. This man would not use such an expression otherwise. What do you mean? You don't know. His eyes narrow. I'm assumed you were in on it. You know what I'm in on. Retrograde amnesia. Kim, better still than an imbecilic cop-off. Cop-off? Kim Kitsuragi, it's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. You should tell me now. This seems relevant. Later, his voice is unflinching. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? Actually, I have all I need for now. Convince Kim there's a sexy dark mystery twist in the case. This is a white check, you may retry. Okay, let's try it. Hey! Awesome. That's a heroic success as well. Sweet. What if you did it? Did what? And man. Inland Emma, yes, you killed him. And then as part of the plan you drowned out the memory. Empathy. Maybe this is why your chest feels so hollow. You did an awful thing and you can't even bring yourself to acknowledge it. Physical instrument. Are you sure you would have the strength to take down a hardened mercenary? You are not in the best shape. Yeah, good. Kim, I think I may be the murderer. I killed the man and then tricked myself into forgetting about it. Kim Kitsuragi, the lieutenant appears unfazed. And what has led you to this conclusion? My chest feels hollow, like I did something terrible. That is a common side effect of overindulgence. It will pass. So you're saying I didn't kill him. 5 experience gained. I find that highly unlikely. It's not unusual for detectives to feel complicit in the crime until the perpetrator is apprehended, especially when the investigation is dragging. So let's get back to it, shall we? You seem to be following me. Excuse me? What if I want to work this case alone? Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged state. You have trouble remembering things. You've misplaced your badge. You've misplaced you badge. Okay, there's a grammatic error there, I think. I cannot let you act in the name of the RCM without supervision until you've regained control of your faculties. Oh, so you're an unaccountable wreck who has to be supervised. You don't have to take this display of authority. You can disobey. I know what the RCM is. That's good. But what if I need some me time? Some you time? The lieutenant considers this a moment. This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. You still have your evenings to yourself. Okay, I'll leave the self-care for non-work hours. Please do, he says. We wouldn't want your regimen to spill over into the investigation. Alright, I think I've done this one. No response, he just arcs his brow. I feel like I must repeat this. I don't remember anything. Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs? There is a sudden harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs. Kim Kitsuragi, fine, we should get through this first day. Off hours begin at 9 PM. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation. So what should I concentrate on? Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles. What's wrong with personal affairs? Not a fan, it's just the nature of lieutenancy. Really, the lieutenant gives you a look thorough as if performing triage. You look fine to me. I'm talking serious, unbelievable damage here. I saw myself in the mirror and had no idea who I was. The psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer. It's not psychological. Some sort of major brain damage has occurred on an unprecedented scale. Task gain, called your station. I'll have a look at that in a minute. then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in the Kanema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted? Alright, let's move on. So, wow, there's a lot of text reading here. So, end of day, breathe. Okay. So, mirror, legendary. Okay. Alright, let's get on. Let's make some movement in this game. We had to speak to this guy first. Garte, the cafeteria manager. The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Garte, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
He looks to you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. I'm currently in between you. As I said, Detective Raphaël Ambrosius Costeau.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvia who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
It's the barman, isn't it? He did it.
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper and hands it to the lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What? With Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are. But as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective?
What? Yes, what to me? What?
It's your turn.
He takes a respectful little step back. Oh, you mean questions?
Yes. He means, do you have questions for me? Like a police officer would.
The cafeteria manager is clearly agitated again. Who killed him? Yeah, I mean, let's just come out and ask him, I guess, yeah? Who killed him? I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police, that's your job. Did you kill him? What, are you crazy? Of course I didn't kill him. Suddenly you tense up. Blood is being pushed to your muscles. You should hound him on this. Hound him hard. The prey drive says. Did you kill him, Garte? No, I didn't. You can tell me, Garte. You killed him, right? I didn't. He turns to the lieutenant. I don't appreciate this. What is this? Why did you have to kill him? Do I have to answer him? He asks him. Is this mandatory? Kim Kitsuragi, the lieutenant stands motionless, his expression unreadable. Did he hurt you? Is that why? Did you get some kind of sick kick out of killing him? Garte the Cafeteria. What are you? What are you? An idiot? I told you I haven't killed anyone. Anyone? Have you killed someone else then? He ignores you. More. Press on. Push through. Did you kill Sylvie? That's enough. You can't tell who the remark is aimed at. You are Garte. A very silent wave comes from the lieutenant like the distant echo of a drum roll. It's approval. Okay, I believe you. Thank you ever so much. Why did Sylvie go away? She went away because none of your business. This is the second time you've avoided the subject. Oh my god, what is your obsession with this Sylvie person? Get over it. Maybe it's he who's obsessed with this Sylvie person. Certainly sounds a lot like it. Where is the body exactly? Behind this building there's a courtyard. He points to the kitchen behind him. They hoisted him up on a tree there. And how do we get there then? That's easy. See that door there? He points to the west. First you exit through that, then to your right you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through. Franco-Nigerian. Wow, there's too many words in this for me. Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice. Okay. Task complete. Interview cafeteria manager. Gain 35 experience. Kim Kitsuragi. Let's go. Not so fast, he points to you. You owe me 130 real. No one is saying that multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination, but... Horrific necktie. Let's bail. Time to push the eject button. Sounds like a responsibility. You don't like those. Volition. No, don't listen to him. It's madness. Just talk. Sapphire fair medium. Slip away unnoticed. Let's try it. One moment you're running like the wind, then you suddenly turn around and you're giving him the finger. With both hands. Why? The lady in the wheelchair is right behind me, isn't she? Why did I do this? Why did I have to use both of my hands to flip him off? Why both? And... Alright, the lady in the wheelchair is right behind me, isn't she? That's true, yes. And it's worrying, but let's not fixate on that. Look at the stupid bartender instead. He has no idea what's going on. You and your fuck you fingers floating in the air. Barkeep's got his mouth agape like an idiot. You showed him. Watch out. It said slip away quietly, not run like a madman. What happened? Everything goes dark.
Back so soon.
So worth it.
Admit it. You just missed the quarter light. The darkness on the edge of town. I was wrong to let you go. I should have kept you here. Is it bright where you are? Is it terrifying? Have you felt the love?
I sure as hell haven't felt no love. Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife. That is too bad. An old woman appears out of the blackness. We all need a little love. Are you okay? No, you have sustained a trauma to your lower neck. In addition, you have strained your left trapezius muscle. Pain surges down your back when you move. No, are you okay? The chair took the brunt of it, don't worry. Are you sure, ma'am? Lena, yes, check on him. Garte, sir, I didn't mean for this to happen. I'm sorry, this has always been a cop-friendly place. The man seems shaken by the incident. The drinks are on the house, okay? There were a lot of drinks on the tab. I still have to charge you for 3 nights in the broken window, though that's 100 square. Pain threshold, medium success. With your back against the cold mosaic floor, you feel the pain recede. You just need to get up and dust yourself off. Cool. Not entirely cool. You still owe me 100 real. If you don't have it by tonight, I can't let you back up there. He points upstairs towards your room. And for God's sake, watch out for yourself. You zoom in quite closely. Encyclopedia. By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank and this place sure isn't it. Do I even have one? But you've been at this hotel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. I don't know, near south maybe. You don't really know, do you? I don't. Does this mean I'm homeless? South maybe. Doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. Could I choose? Could I trace the way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number on a building? You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear. Alright, so...
Hello again, sweetie.
Are you okay? I'm very sorry I crashed into you earlier. I don't know what got into me. Oh, I'm perfectly alright. I'm worried about you. Don't beat yourself up over it too much, dear. People do strange things when the old fight or flight kicks in. I'm just glad you weren't injured. Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money? Her expression becomes very serious. Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck? If she could, this woman would feed and clothe you and every other sad lost person on this earth. You've got guns of steel and a chiseled jaw somewhere under the bloated alcohol layer. Maybe she'd like to sponsor you. Oh, nice. Suggestion medium, need 10. Tug on her heartstrings. Hey. Your deportment remains dignified as you shed a single manly tear. It isn't easy for me to ask this of anyone, but I am at the end of my rope. Any money you have could help me. Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but she unfastens a gold commemorative pin from her left jacket pocket and drops it into your palm. I could give you this pawn just to tide you over. Wonderful. The lieutenant marks drolly. He has a pin. Perception sight, trivia success. The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas relief with the sun hovering over the water behind them. A chipped green banner at the bottom reads St. Baptiste Summer 31 Dinghy Races. What is to pawn? Where can I pawn the pin? This will help me out, Lena. What is to pawn? It's easy. You bring a valuable item to a pawnbroker, who then gives you money for it. You can get it back later for a slightly larger sum if it hasn't been sold, but you never end up doing that anyway. Where can I pawn the pin? Cross the plaza and follow the road along the coast down by the water. There will be a shack nestled against an old stone facade. That's the pawn shop. An old friend of my husband goes there often. He says the owner is quite helpful. Items that can be pawned at Bird's Nest Roy's appear in your inventory under the items tab. You can pawn these items when you talk to Roy. This will help me out, Lena. Thanks. Okay. Shameless, utterly shameless.
Yes.
All right. I didn't mean to click on him then. All right. So very quickly, let's have a look. Yes, we got an item now to pawn. 3.2. That's not very much, is it? How can we see how much money we actually have? Is this? Don't know. Tools, clothes. Thought cabinet. Okay, so Lonesome Long Way Home, temporary research bonus, +1 encyclopedia, factual memory returns, research time 6 hours 5 minutes. Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps back home. Jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here. Fall over, get up, get off the asphalt in 20 minutes. Shuffle your feet through courtyards, scaring little children. Go under the great raised motor tract, the 8-81, until you reach Le Domaine Eminent in North Jamrock. The streets are frozen at this time of year. Caked with ice, walk down Main or to Perdition. There's a side alley there and your footprints in the mud. Internalize. I don't really know what's this 0%. Do I have to... Can I now... Oh, I see. So I carry on. Okay, good. Wow. That's a lot of things to process. Alright, so I guess you just carry this on and then over time, 6 hours 5 minutes. So is that real time? I guess it's real time. We'll see. We'll check that out in 15 or so minutes on game time and see if that's real time or actual time or game time. Game time or real time. Where are we going now? We are going I've forgotten where we're going. We need to get the old man out the tree, right? Is that what we need to do? Where's my journal? Tasks. That's right. Okay, pay for damages. You need to pay. Who made the call reporting the crime? Alright, so inspect. Okay, can he tell me how to get to the gate?
Can I help you?
I've seen something here at the Whirling Garte. I think I need to talk to you about. He rolls his eyes. What thing? I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union. Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God, just the nastiest and loudest faction. They come here in the evenings, dumb and unruly types. They think they're big, but they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time. I don't, I'm simply providing a service, or really facilitating the offering of services to paying customers, and he runs out of steam. It doesn't matter, I don't have to explain myself to you. The lieutenant gives you a meaningful nod. We should find out who this loud faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need information. We have to wait, they'll show up sooner or later. He looks towards the booth. Men are hungry, even striking men, and if not today, then they'll be here tomorrow. Garte, I saw the signs that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go into the kitchen? What are you? A cook? What are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. But there may be something pertinent to the investigation in the kitchen. He wasn't pan-fried, he was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with? Fine, okay, the kitchen is closed until 1 PM. Because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that if you must. So about the money I owe. How much do I owe you? 100. Yep, okay. By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here. Absolutely out of the question. First we find a sad banger, then we sing this place to shit. Good, leave. Alright, so 1 o'clock I can go in the kitchen. Okay, so I guess we gotta go out, but I thought... Oh wait, what's this? A bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful dark liquid is spilling out. Didn't even see this guy here. That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already? Pretty long, it's drink o'clock. Attaboy, it's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there. Not thinking about drinking all that time, it was like you weren't yourself. Now that you mention it, I do need a rum and lemonade. I'd love for Garte to serve me up a beverage. Forget about the bar, or don't forget about it, You should totally try to get a drink there too, but first you should lick that stain off the counter. Yeah man, let's get wild. Lick it. Lick it. Kim Kitsuragi. Calmly the lieutenant looks out of the window, then to you licking the tasty rum stain off the counter, then out of the window again. What are you doing? He asks without turning his eyes from the street. Investigating. We should move. A real drink would go well with those cigarettes you're looking for. That's a great combination. Alright, so find booze and drink it. Find out who is in the union box. Okay. Alrighty guys, so I think we're outside now, so I think we are going to leave this episode here. Yep, like I said in the previous video, this is kind of a tester for you guys. I want to get some feedback from you guys if you're enjoying this series. If you are, let me know down in the comments if you'd like to see more of this video in this season. But yeah, hope you have enjoyed it. I'm still thoroughly enjoying this game. It's a very good, very thought-provoking and very fun game to play. So I hope you are enjoying watching it as much as I am playing it. And thank you very much for joining me, and we'll see you next time on GameBeta Displays. Bye bye guys, take care.